What is going on, my meta millionaires slash stock market bulls and bears? I'm your host Terry, and welcome to my channel, baby. Buy the dip. All right, guys, we're here to talk about Meta. We got some more updates here for this evening. If you didn't check out my video earlier, please go check it out. All right, guys, we got some good news here for tonight. There's more news. Even though the stock price isn't reflecting it, we got some great news, and we're going to discuss everything in tonight's video. Keeping you guys up to date with the news, but please do your own due diligence before you do any kind of investing. I'm not a financial advisor. All right, guys, so the stock ended the regular trading hours at $3.43. It did come up after hours, and we're back up to $3.50. Now, what could possibly bring the stock up after hours? Well, if we go here to Mr. George Pilcaris, his Twitter page, he did a tweet 35 minutes ago, right at 7 o'clock roughly, and here it is. The sun is shining on the solar innovation metamaterial films and coatings able to absorb sunlight with minimal heat loss, thinner and perfect for solar energy, harvesting and conversion. There is an article that he shared here by the Bloomberg terminal, and right there it is. So says solar is dirt cheap and about to get even more powerful. After focusing on decades on cutting costs, the solar industry is shifting attention to making new advances in technology. So Bloomberg did an article on this and George shared it. So George kind of has a way, man. I do like the way George does it because he's in this kind of quiet period where he can't really say too much, but there is a lot of things that George is trying to hint out without giving out any kind of big giveaways. But the solar is another part of ways for metamaterials to make money. So one thing I wanted to cover too, we got so much to cover in today's video. So we got the tweet of George covered in the solar stuff. Now guys, people that's here for the preferred shares, I put a comment, disclosure out one of my last videos, that if someone had this, please send me in the right direction. And they said this gentleman here, Sean on Twitter, had them. So I'm going to bring them to you. I found the guy sent me his Twitter page, and I'm on his Twitter page looking at his pictures he has here. So he has a screenshot here showing his MMAT preferred shares, $115. If we go to his next one, it has it where it's blank. And if we go to his other one, it has his MMAT preferred shares, $235. Now, that is very interesting. Like I said, this is someone else's pictures. They look pretty legit to me, but take it for what it is, guys. It is showing the preferred shares, and you guys can compare them to your Robinhood preferred shares and see if these pictures kind of look familiar. And if you guys have any different pictures, please go ahead and you can post them to me. I've now got to get my Twitter link in here as well. I got to get on my Twitter account and post that in my description as well. Maybe I'll put my Twitter account in the pinned comments of this video. That way you guys can send me pictures, tag me in tweets of your preferred shares from different brokerages, and we can compare them and see if they're all right, guys. And we got it up for today. That's right. We're back on the Fintel website, and look at the short volume ratio, 38.88%. You telling me the shorts are not doubling down? Let's go down here and check it out. So, as I said in last night's video, I had trouble getting the short interest up, and for some reason it wouldn't work. So I came back in today, and it's working. So, if we look here for July 20th, we had a short volume ratio of 31.96%. If we look at yesterday, the 21st, we had a short volume ratio of 38.88%. That is huge, guys. Look at yesterday. Short volume was 24 million shares, and there was 61.9 million shares bought and sold throughout the day traded. So to me, the shorts are loading up more. I mean, just look at the 19th, it was 18.48, the 20th, 31.96, and the 21st, 38.88. And we do got the short volume today of 6.374 million, but we don't have the amount of shares that was traded and the short volume ratio because we're still have technically about 15 minutes of trading in after hours, so it does take a little while for Fintel to get that updated. Now, there is a little bit of interesting news I do want to touch base on. It is touching base on earlier today's video. This here is the metamaterials Torch X Meta Twitter page, and here he says, interesting. This is kind of talking about that Reddit post that was out there, so let's touch base on it. Mmat NanoWeb will be Samsung's Galaxy Fold 3 releasing August 11th. Now, this article this gentleman is talking about was from 2019, so it was from 2 years ago. But things don't happen overnight, guys. So to me, it kind of makes sense that this is a possibility. And here he's saying the NanoWeb will be in the Samsung Galaxy Fold 3. Now, I don't know if I want to say it will be, but I do think it's a high possibility. And that's why I wanted to bring this to you guys. Now, if we go here right to Samsung.com, right on their homepage, this is what you come up to. Experience what's about to unfold. Galaxy Unpacked, August 11th, 10 a.m. If you click reserve now, you can go in here and reserve it. Very interesting here, guys. I think it is to note that Samsung is having a release. Now, we all know from the past, flip phones, especially smartphones that are flip phones, are not that popular. I believe this is their third attempt at doing a flip phone. So, very interesting stuff. Like I said, I just wanted to put this out there that, not saying that Meta is going to be a part of it, but there is a chance. And if we go back here to the Twitter page, this was a screenshot from the Meta Materials investor presentation, and here you can see it where it has in 2019 the product launch of Meta Air in partnership with Samsung, and here on 2020 licensed to trade on the CSE for Meta. So I did show you an earlier, I went to Meta's page and their I think it was April or May's investor presentation, and it does have Samsung listed as a partner. So like I said, there is some merit to all this, guys. Not saying that it's going to happen, but I think there is a possibility. And with George's tweet there about the solar, we got all these rumors going on with Tesla and Meta. We got the solar industry with George and Meta and all this. We got the possible Meta with the Samsung and the smartphone. We do know they're getting into the 5G technology, guys. So Meta has a lot of exciting stuff. All right, guys, to end out the video, I got two important things I wanted to show you. This is my official Twitter page. So be careful when you're seeing these out there. People try to create these fake Twitter accounts. Mine is at TerryZ247. So make sure you see it exactly like that. If you see any underscores, you see any hashtags, exclamation points, money signs, it is not me. Make sure it is exactly that right there, at TerryZ247. Do not get tricked by people. So I'm going to try to become more active on Twitter and post things in there. So make sure you go hit a follow on my Twitter page. Real quick, Patreon link down below. If you go and search me on Patreon, clicking the link, you will come up to a screen like this. You can become a Patreon. It's $5 a month. And what I'm going to start doing, guys, is I put a post in here. I talked about it in the video earlier. Some Mmat meta options that I am looking at. So you can click the join now button and see what I posted in there of the options I'm looking at of long calls with kind of the breakdown of the Greeks. So very interesting post there. Trying to build this up. That way we can get the premium version of Fintel. But if you guys keep watching the videos, but keeping the channel grow, we won't even need the Patreon for the Fintel. We'll be able to use you guys watching those ads in the video, help out a lot, and that will help me be able to get the premium version of the Fintel. I appreciate you guys' support, hoping to get that here. And a quick side note, if you stayed here this long for the video, I am going to do, I think I may announce it on the Twitter, that I'll open up the Patreon free for like maybe a 24-hour or a 12-hour window or something, and maybe that's a great way of doing it. Maybe do it on a quick YouTube announcement. So maybe I won't even talk about when it's opening, but have it scroll up in one of my videos, just some words coming up telling you the window of when you can join the Patreon for free. So make sure you follow that Twitter page. Make sure you're watching the videos, because you may see something scroll up in one are coming out in the next couple of weeks where you can join the Patreon for free. So guys, hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, smash the thumbs up, check the links out down below. I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace.